What is a deck? Nothing but a miserable pile of staples! Have at ye! Imagine a format where you have no staples, because you can craft no cards, open no bundles, buy no structure decks. Imagine a challenge run where all you have is 80 random Yu-Gi-Oh cards and your own will to survive. Could you win even a single duel on the Master Duel ladder? If you can, you'll be rewarded with one additional pack to add to your collection, plus whatever legacy packs you pick up along the way. Use them wisely, because in a Masochist run, that's all you'll be getting, and every card counts. I'm Hardleg Joe, if you didn't know, and it's time for me to fulfill my destiny. Like Simo before me, I will take up Yu-Gi-Oh's most difficult challenge and try my best to reach the top of the Master Duel ladder under the most insane conditions possible. Grab a snack and lean back, cause it's gonna be a long and bumpy ride. And welcome, one and all, to the 100th episode of Master Duel Masochist. I'm, of course, Hardleg Joe, if you didn't know, but joining me today, a very special guest, someone you've known for years, even if you didn't realize it, the editor of this series, Mr. Metal.
What? Who is this? Who are you?
Yeah, I know, he was a cartoon the whole time. You didn't even know that. I've got toon representation.
I was a two-dimensional being in a three-dimensional world.
It makes sense why you're so good at editing then. You know, it's all about the two-dimensional, slapping them together. I keep trying to edit in 3 dimensions and it fucks me up.
Yeah, you know, some say that 4-dimensional editing is the new style.
I see. That and the AI editing, but I don't trust that. But yeah, we thought that for the 100th episode, we would do something a little special, have a little behind-the-scenes look, a little Q&A with the editor, where we just kind of talk about the series, and more specifically get to know Mr. Metal. Because while I've done Q&As before, and also people just come to chat and they can ask me questions, whatever, you are kind of a mysterious figure in the community, always hiding, lurking in the shadows. So I thought it would be nice to just come down here, have a little chat, see what's up, and, you know, if you don't care about any of this, if you just want to get to the Masochist episode, there is a standard episode tacked onto this. You can use the time codes and just skip ahead. But without further ado, Mr. Metal, how are you today? You having a good day?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm still caffeinated, so I can still function as a person.
Yeah, good. I have my coffee that I drink right before the show. What's your caffeine of choice?
I usually go for energy drinks because I don't have the patience for hot drinks. Right now, my standard choice is called Celsius. I don't know if you guys have it over there, but like, you know, pretty standard energy drink. Yeah.
I guess I'm not sure how private you are, how much information. Do you want to tell people like where you're at geographically?
Yeah, I'm in Fire King Island.
I see. He's from the Fire King Island. Must be hot over there around this time of year.
It always is, but today was raining like all fucking day, dog.
Yeah, it's pretty humid out here too. I got the AC blasting, even though it's not that hot, because it's wet and sticky feeling.
Yeah, Remster J, I like how he says, or they, sorry, that I could be a voice actor. Wow, thank you.
How kind.
Yeah, some guys on Mount Sword Soul, yo, awesome, dude.
Joe allowed Mr. Metal out of the basement for being committed to the bits.
It's true.
But yeah, I didn't write down anything of my own to ask you, other than just the general, how are you feeling? Fortunately, the patrons did have a lot of questions for you, and I have graciously tailored them down to remove a lot of the ones that are really annoying. One thing I always heard was like, if you're ever doing a Q&A or you're trying to curate one, no questions about favorites. Because there's so many questions that are like, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? And all it results in is them like, I don't know, probably this is my favorite. Like, I've kept 1 or 2 that are thematically relevant, but most of those are gone. Also, I've taken out all the lewd questions. Sorry for everyone who was attracted to Mr. Metal. You'll have to go to his OnlyFans for that.
Wait, I have that? Whoa.
I mean, by the time this comes out, you could set one up. Also, just in general, I am curious. Do you have any other, like, social media? I know you have, like, a Twitter, right?
Yeah, I have Twitter and Blue Sky. They're both the same at. which is just Mr Metal Arts, because I draw sometimes. If you didn't know,
Yeah.
I made this funny little PNG myself.
Yeah, this is his own art. Ooh, ah.
Yeah, this is my own creation. I conceived my own birth.
Very angular.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't. You're not used to like streaming or anything like that.
No, I could, but the problem is, I don't have the best equipment, like, for that, and also I just I don't want to say, oh, I'm not cut out for it, because I'm pretty sure anybody could, but it's just whenever like I do my dailies on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, .exe, and then I'm like half an hour in, I'm super fucking angry because Maxi for the 50th time today, and I feel like that wouldn't be pleasant enough content to just be like some angry guy that just yells at like the insect or droll all day.
Yeah. I mean, you can always try it out, see if it works. Maybe people will like the anger. Although, whether or not you want to be the angry streamer that people come at to hear you yell or whatever is, that road might lead to madness. But it could also lead to a lot of money, and like, is money worth the madness, perhaps?
It's money worth the madness. I edit for a living.
Yeah.
I'm already mad.
Okay, so let's get into these actual patron questions here, starting with Cat Monarch. Oh, I just realized they had the same question as me. They asked how you are, which we already answers. I don't think I've asked this. Are you having a good time so far?
Actually, no. This is the worst idea ever.
This was your idea, by the way.
Yeah, that's why it's the worst idea.
You can blame no one but yourself. I'm glad you're at least humble. They also asked, do you edit only for me, or do you edit for other people?
No. The answer for that is no. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about this already, but I do still a lot of stuff for Duel Logs and, his VTuber group.
Yeah, Glitch Stars.
Yeah, shout out Glitch Stars. And I also still edit for Nova, even though she left Glitch Stars. I still do stuff for her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say it's I feel like I pay decently well, but I also only contract you to do one episode a week, and there's no way you could live on that. So I'm like, he has to edit for other people.
Oh yeah, I can get by having 3 employers at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I know Duel Logs pays really well, and also he contracts for a lot of work because he's got all these different channels and now like a whole VTuber studio. And I guess for people curious about the lore, that is how I met you. Was like I asked Duel Logs if he knew any good editors because I needed some, and he suggested you and like a couple other ones, and I tried all of them, and you were the best of the bunch.
I was the strongest editor. I ate the rest.
Okay, so here's one of the few questions, the favorites that I kept in. Is there any particular video or segment you've done that is like your favorite, at least as far as like for Masochist or Ladder Climb? If people don't know, he also edits like half the Ladder Climbs.
There's probably a couple. I really did enjoy what I did for the Ritual Beast one.
Oh yeah, the story of Critter becoming a Ritual Beast.
It's just like a bunch of dumb skits I thought of at like 2 a.m.
I really liked those as well. I remember you submitting that, and I was like, damn, you went above and beyond with like the animation and everything. And then like that video did really poorly, and I was really sad, so I'm like, I'll release it as its own video. And then people didn't like that either. It was very sad.
Yeah, and then the short did worse, yeah.
So I guess I will say, if you want to see some of the best work that Mr. Metal's done, go watch the Ritual Beast short, or just the whole Ritual Beast Ladder Climb.
Yeah. There was some scrap lore to that as to why Castillo Unicorn didn't just go into the time machine, but I had to, didn't have time for that.
Yeah. You had to get it down. It's like, this needs to be part of a video, and it's already 4 hours long because Ritual Beast combos.
Yeah, so now there's just this big plot hole of why didn't Castillo Unicorn just use the time machine himself, and you're not supposed to think about it,
Yeah.
Say, other of my favorite bits are probably like the thing I did, the entity stuff, where I like made the video all fucked up and weird at some point. Yeah. And just the 5Ds intro, because I think that's funny.
Anytime I just going fast makes me feel alive.
Yeah.
Or are you talking specifically about, I forget, did you make the intro for the Chaos Draft where we did the 5Ds intro?
No, that was before I was editing for you.
Okay. Yeah, so you're just talking about, like, every time I do that in the Masochist and you, like, add in the actual, like, segments for it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you've done that 2 or 3 times now, because I keep going back to that one, like, soundbite.
Yeah. I also just use that the instrumental for that a lot, and the GX one.
Yeah, anytime there's a goddamn hero. I love that. That's why it's fun to have you on, because, you know, it really is, like, as much as the Masochist is my personality and me playing the games or whatever, I feel like you breathe a lot of life into it with all the little bits and everything you've done. And that's, like, all you. I think I've recommended, like, 1 or 2 things, but for the most part, you're just very creative on your own.
Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of it just comes from, hey, what would be funny?
Yeah. Just having a fun, goofy time.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then moving on, Cat Monarch did have one other question. Do you have a cat, a dog, a clean house, or some other 4th option?
A dog, I don't live with her anymore because she's with my mom. But yes, she's a small little chihuahua. I can send you a picture if you want to put that on screen.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I can put it on the video. All right.
Go for it. Aw.
She's like a year old.
And she's not, like, spooky looking. Like, some chihuahuas can look, like, disturbing, you know?
It's not that disturbing, it's that they don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But, but this one's chill. She's like very nice and polite.
Yeah, I remember my friend had, like, like, his mom bought a Pomeranian, and I was like, oh, Lord. And then, like, the thing never barked. And I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that is amazing. Now it's, like, just adorable, but not like a little, like, yappy dog.
Yep. That's the thing I say a lot about dogs to people that are like, oh, I hate dogs because they don't shut up. It just, like, depends on how you raise them.
Yeah.
Or how nice to them you are. Because my dad also used to have, like, 2 pit bulls, and they were, like, the friendliest dogs I've, like, ever met.
Okay, moving on. We've got a question from Lauren. I think it's Lauren with 2 A's. I don't know if you pronounce that Lauren. Either way. Will we ever get trucks other than Truckroid when Joe is interrupted by an F3000 buzzing outside his house?
Sure. What other trucks are there in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh, there's all the FA monsters.
Oh, those aren't trucks. Those are race cars.
That's
different.
Yeah, good point. The thing is, the truck that my neighbor actually has, the one that you hear consistently, is like, it's like a pickup truck, but it's like a lowrider pickup truck. It's really weird. I didn't think they made. I'm like, wow, you have like no clearance at the bottom there. It's like, it's a pickup truck, so it's made to haul stuff, but also you cannot take this on like a dirt road. It would like die. But there's no like pickup trucks in Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I know of.
Yeah, there's no pickup roid.
Yeah. You gotta use the car from the Magic the Gathering episode.
Alright.
Get that in there next time. Okay.
Right.
M. Reed asks, who is your favorite VTuber? Which I guess could be just gone down to, do you have an Oshi? Because it's clear from some of the edits that you do watch some VTubers.
Haha, busted, guilty. Yes, my Oshi used to be Amelia Watson, rest in peace. Too bad they got her.
Doobie's alright though.
Yeah, I hear she's doing alright.
Yeah,
I did have a couple favorites, because after Amelia, I then went to Iris, and now my Oshi is Heiko's Bells from Hololive.
Heiko's... She's the, like, zombie girl, right?
No, she's the rat.
Ah, the rat. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's one of those... I remember I was, like, in on the ground floor. I remember watching, like, Corone back in the day and be like, they should make a Hololive English. And then I did. I was like, oh, snap. There's that cool first generation. And now it... Like, I go to check up on them, I'm like, oh, they've done, like, 3 generations. Or, like, 3 generations since I checked last. Plus the, like, what are the hollow stars, like, the guy ones. It is really interesting, because, like, for that short period, it was really, really novel. And then it felt like the technology got so widespread that, like, yeah, now if you search on Master Duel, like, half the people you see are fucking VTubers. They're everywhere. They're not even, like, impressive anymore.
This isn't epic anymore. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah. And so then it's like, well, why would I keep up with, like, an agency when there's just, like, I can go watch Eros Penguin, like, yap about whatever.
Why watch some other stinky VTuber? We can watch Hardleg Joe.
Ha! I can be a VTuber from time. I mean, you're a VTuber now, or a PNG tuber. You're close.
I guess, yeah.
You just need a couple more frames of animation.
I thought about that. Like, I could just do that, but then I'm like, I don't want to animate. I hate animating.
Yeah. I like drawing, but animating is too much drawing.
I mean, yeah. Kind of is. It's like a difference that people don't usually classify with stuff like that, where it's like, you're not really expressing the same skill on like one picture when it comes to that, and then also animation and stuff like that.
Okay, so Emery also had a couple other questions. First, what prompted you to start editing?
What prompted me to start editing? I needed a job, dog.
Oh, okay. So you started editing to make money? You didn't have it like as a hobby or something beforehand?
Pretty much, yeah. I started just out of pure like luck, basically. Just because I was like hanging out in Duel stream one day, and he was like, "Hey, I need some editors for something," and then I'm like, "Hey, I edit stuff."
You said you could edit stuff and you hadn't edited before?
I have, but it's just like very like shitty memes that aren't even funny.
Gotcha.
It wasn't even that, because first he like commissioned me to like do an art thing, like a PFP for a channel that doesn't exist anymore, I think.
Ah.
And then I was like, hey, I also edit stuff because I heard you were looking for an editor.
And this worked out for you.
Yeah.
So I guess my question then, like, where did you learn? Did you have any skills beforehand? You said you talk about like making memes or whatever. Did you like learn that at school, or were you all just like self-taught?
A little bit of both. I did tell you this but what I did before I was editing, where I was like at school, I went to animation school basically. And a lot of what they teach you is, you can also just do computer editing for a lot of post-production and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So you got a couple of basic skills in school with that.
Yeah, I basically ended up gravitating towards that because it's way easier than animating like 120 pictures a second.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's in my case, granted, I mean, when I started a YouTube thing, it was like obviously that's not the same as editing, but I did have to edit to make YouTube videos and everything. And the only reason I knew how to work an editor is because when I was in middle school and high school, I was like the kid who made AMVs. I got really big into that subculture for like 3 years. Spent all my time like trying to make very tight edits of Dragon Ball Z fights set to Linkin Park.
All the Naruto skillet AMVs.
Yeah. No, it's SR-71 is who you had to do with Naruto. And then 9 Inch Nails with Evangelion. Of course,
for real. I didn't get into AMVs like that. When I started editing, it was like, I don't know if you were active on like JoJo's when this happened, but like when Part 5 was airing, that there was like this whole culture of just memes and like haha funny. That's when I started editing, like doing like shitty little memes that don't exist anymore because I unlisted them all.
Yeah. As I was gonna say, good luck finding my AMVs. I had like a completely different name back then.
Yeah, good luck finding my AMVs. If you want them, you're gonna have to hack my channel.
Yeah, this was when I was making them. It was before YouTube existed, so they're all uploaded to amv.org.
Oh damn!
Way back in the day, you had to connect to like an RSS feed and like upload it to like a central server. Anyway, though, if you were a sandwich, what kind would you be?
Really like that's a good question. I have to really ponder this. I have to think about this.
I had to include a couple like shitpost questions, right? Like I couldn't just like I couldn't be all serious.
Maybe a nice like grilled cheese.
With bacon or without bacon?
Yeah, with bacon.
Yeah. I love me a good bacon grilled cheese. Grilled cheese by itself, all right. You throw in some bacon. I mean, to be fair, that's true of almost any sandwich, right? Except for maybe peanut butter. Let's see. And then going on, we had American Deutscher. He has 12 questions for you. I have cut out most of them. It's down to like 5. So I got like half of them. The first one is, where does the name Mr. Metal come from?
The origin of the name Mr. Metal is that there is no origin. I just came up with like a username that I thought sounded cool.
You're not like a big fan of like metal music or anything like that?
Some bands I like.
Yeah, but you're just like, Mr. Metal sounds cool.
I was like, I need a name. This sounds cool.
I am a little surprised that like you haven't leaned into it with your like avatar more. Like you could absolutely do like a cool robot, especially with your angular art style or whatever. Like a big clunky robot with a cool like metal jaw.
Well, there was a guy that already had that, but it turns out that he's like a weirdo.
Oh, is there? Was
Yeah.
his name Mr. Metal as well?
No, no. I don't know if I want to like mention them like
Oh,
on
okay.
stream. But I did see one question real quick of what decks do I play? I like Vanquishal.
Mm.
It's really fucking epic. I've also been playing Cool Tune because I
Ah,
also a lot of the decks I like are because I like the art style.
that's a common theme for a lot of people.
Yeah. And I saw the new Cool Tunes and I was like, wait, these guys look fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I want to be them.
I mean, I think RS, like, every time I see that summon animation, I was like, oh, that looks like something that'll negate my soul. And
Yeah.
has big attack, like the cool claw arm.
Yeah.
Very punk.
RS is something that will negate my soul and I will thank her for it.
Yeah. And yeah, that goes into Deutscher's second question was, do you play Yu-Gi-Oh at all? I think that understands it.
Absolutely not. I play the Ben 10 TCG.
Is there a Ben 10 TCG?
There was when the show was like new.
I guess, I mean, there was an Austin Powers TCG, so I guess everything got a card game at some point.
I distinctly remember I had like a Ben 10 card of like just Ben himself.
So obviously you do play it. The next question after that is, have you learned anything by editing my content?
I've learned that I'm fucking cool. No, I'm trying to think of like a real answer. But
yeah, like I wasn't sure. I think the question could almost better be phrased as like, how good are you? Like, or maybe not how good are you, but how competitively do you take things? Like, were you always casual and seeing me do stuff is like, oh, I've learned a little bit about it, or were you probably already on my level or maybe above it?
Oh, you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh? I thought you meant editing.
Oh no, I was talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, I don't know. I tune into a lot of the popular Yu-Gi-Oh guys. I watch my Josh, my Jessies. I don't worship them blindly like some people do, but
yeah. But they definitely have good information.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just like I've been playing for a long time, and so yeah, I guess a lot of it is stuff I just pick up naturally.
I think that's part of what makes you like a good editor, at least for this series. It's just like you have such a good understanding of the game and the culture and the memes around it and everything.
Don't ask me about a single Megalith combo. I don't know shit about that, but yeah.
You figured it out. You saw some of them.
I guess.
Okay, what is the hardest thing about editing YouTube videos?
Just how much I have to edit. I edit for 3 people. I guess it's like finding like a proper schedule because I usually don't do that and I just like edit until I can't stay awake anymore.
Yeah, that's a bit tricky.
Yeah.
Anytime you're like self-employed.
Oh yeah, because you're not operating the same brain level on like hour 1 versus like hour 6 or 8.
Yeah, I am curious. This is something I would like to ask you because lately when I have to edit something and I cut it down, I'm always watching the footage at like ×2 speed to try to get through it faster. Is that something you do as well, or do you sit there and actually like? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I'd heard somewhere that's like industry standard, and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like my cuts aren't as like accurate when I do that at times.
Oh yeah, I do that. Usually when I want to make a cut accurate, I just like look at the wavelength or like the little waveform. I mean.
Yeah, the actual like audio.
Yeah, and then I cut off like based off of that.
Gotcha. If Joe gave you absolute creative freedom with his own channel for a month, what would you change or keep? You could do
I'm like
anything.
I'm like the wrong person to ask about that. I don't know.
You're like, I would want an episode of Masochism every day. I would make so much money.
I would not want that. I wouldn't be able to sleep ever.
I need more time. It was one of those weird ones where it's like, I don't know. Granted, I already have complete creative freedom, so it's like I would have the channel of my own.
Yeah, I can already do what I want as long as I don't like put in a slur or something.
Okay, last question from Deutscher. Can you give us your best yeehaw?
Yeehaw.
Total enthusiasm. Applause. Can we get some applause in the chat for that? Yeehaw out of 10 for sure.
Yeehaw. I don't want to be loud. It's like getting pretty late over here.
Understandable. That's one of the things about living alone is I can give like one of those like, yeah!
Yeah, I live alone. The issue is that I'm pretty sure the the neighbors I have already fucking despise me.
Next up, we got a couple questions from Mr. Nova, who is the other guy who edits most of the ladder climbs, your fellow Mister. I don't know how I ended up with 2 editors who were Misters, but, you know, it's cool.
Yeah, you need to get a miss in here.
Yeah. If you could make your own archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh, what would the theme or gimmick or mechanics be based around? What kind of stuff do you really enjoy mechanically with Yu-Gi-Oh?
Mechanically, I enjoy if an archetype really plays like something that hasn't been seen before. Like, I gravitated a lot towards Vanquish Soul because, you know, the effects are fun, but also you didn't really get many archetypes that just revealed stuff or like locked themselves to 3 specific attributes and worked off of that.
Yeah, stuff that focuses on like controlling your own hand. That's kind of a unique thing because every other archetype like barfs out your hand.
So like those are usually the types of decks that I like, but at the same time, I'm like, what can I even think of that is just different from everything else?
Well, I imagine
that's a bit of a tough question.
So I guess the curious thing for me, if you like Vanquish Soul, would you be up for seeing like, you know, some other kind of archetype along similar lines where you use the other 3 attributes, but maybe instead of revealing, you like sent them to the graveyard or shuffled them back into the deck?
Sure, I think that's fun. I do enjoy that as a mechanic, you know, the whole how interesting it feels. Tier with Soul Charge, I would blow my brains out. But other decks that I liked, I do like Yummy.
Just from the art or because of like the cool like synchro
a lot of the stuff they do is fine. Yeah. I don't have one specific thing that I can go off of because I don't know. It's a bit of a weird question.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me an ogre archetype there.
An ogre archetype. More ogres. Steel Ogre Grotto number 3. When is it gonna be? We've got the first 2.
True. I mean, it could be possible. They don't have like ogre as an archetype, so.
And then along those lines, he also asked if you could create support for an existing archetype. What archetype would you do it for?
Good question. I can't say Vanquish Soul because they're like one of the best decks right now.
Yeah, that's how I was like, do you just take your favorite archetype and do you add more? Or is there one that like you enjoy playing, but it's behind the power curve now? Maybe like you used to enjoy it and you're like, it could use some help.
If it could use like help like that, I do like Frogs. Totally Awesome is my guy. That's my go. But honestly, I think I would give it to Vendred. I think they deserve it.
Ah, finally. The time to shine. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have enough powerful rituals.
True. Yeah, if it was Vendred Habakiri, then I can forgive his sins.
Man, they could really just make like zombie Habakiri, like undead Habakiri.
They could. They could.
That would be really cool thematically, like all the Mitsurugis like brought back as zombies.
I guess they could, since a lot of Japanese stuff has like, oh, this undead yokai that sits in a bathroom and kills you.
Yeah. And then it's like some kind of bridge where like, yeah, you can play it in Vendred, but you can also play it in Shiranui because they're kind of undead swords too.
Oh yeah. See, there's potential there.
Yeah.
Konami, hire us.
I mean, we don't have a good like synchro ritual archetype, right?
No, we don't.
And granted, they just killed Herald of Arclight, which is like the one thing that bridges those 2 mechanics together for some reason.
Oh yeah, they did that.
But that's all the good reason to give us like a retrain that isn't absolutely busted with like everything that sends cards from the extra deck to the graveyard.
Yeah, I want to see a Pendulum Link monster. I just want to see what that will look like.
I feel like we have a Pendulum Link, don't we?
No, we have a Pendulum Ritual.
Gotcha.
Tuner Ritual? Yo, for real.
Oh, we do have a Tuner Ritual. Betos Buster, the Magic Key. There's a couple. And we also got Ritual Spirits. But we don't have other spirits. When are we going to get an Ixie Spirit?
True. When are we getting a Synchro Spirit that just goes back to the extra deck?
Yeah. We have that. It's called Stardust Dragon.
It's called the Yummy Synchros.
Yeah. The Yummy Synchros are all spirits. I knew it.
Kind of.
Okay. Moving on, we got questions from Tenga Tapa Bob Ross. What metal are you made of? And is it more of a liquid or a solid metal?
Tungsten. Next question.
Favorite underappreciated piece of media you enjoy?
Underappreciated piece of media, so like a game or...
Either a game, like a movie, a book, anything that you're like, I really enjoy this, but not enough people have seen it. Maybe it's like, obscure. Maybe like people just like brushed it aside. They're like, this is just Skibbity Toilet. I'm not watching it.
The Skibbity Toilet 2.
Yeah.
Let me browse my Steam library real quick.
See if there's any underappreciated gems in there.
Yeah, I like this this game. I don't know if you heard about it. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh.
Not enough people like that one.
True. I guess I fuck with No More Heroes heavy. I think that's pretty epic.
Fuckhead.
That's pretty good.
Epic. It's one of my favorite games ever.
I never played any of them myself, but that's because I sold my Wii.
Oh.
A sad state of affairs. But I guess looking on your Steam, it's probably on Steam. Or are you still looking, or do you want to go on to the next one?
No, we can go to the next question.
Okay. Would you rather have a Pokemon or a Digimon?
That's a good question. Because with a Pokemon, I can just say, oh, I have a Meowth, and he gives me free money. But with a Digimon, I can have just a regular hot woman by my side.
And you can talk with your Digimon. Like, your Digimon's like a friend, and a Pokemon's more like a pet.
So I guess I will divide this. If I could choose from either, I would have a Meowth because he's free money. And I would have Lilithmon for
And this is why you're editing the stream yourself.
Yeah, I can cut that one out.
You feel like it.
I think that's fine. I think we keep that in.
See, when you go shopping, do you return the cart to the little cart return station?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? And sometimes you just leave it in the middle of the parking lot?
Sometimes I leave it like 5 blocks away. I mean, I usually walk if I need to shop somewhere, so what I carry is like enough to carry on one hand.
Ah, okay. Fortunate.
So
that's a dang old walkable town. I wish. If I wanted to really walk to the store, it would take me like an hour.
It isn't really that walkable. I just don't have a car.
I see. And no bus or anything? Or the buses just suck around you?
No, there's no buses here in Fire King Island.
Gotcha. I guess that makes sense. The tires would probably like melt. Final question from, at least from Bob Ross. Do you like jazz?
It's alright.
Who's your favorite jazz musician?
I was about to say, I don't think I've like listened to a jazz musician, but I also am not opposed to it.
Gotcha. I think, you ever heard of Lucky Chops?
No.
Lucky Chops. They're kind of like a hybrid between rock music and jazz. But they are just like, they're a quartet of horn players. It's like a trumpet, a trombone, and 2 saxophone players with a drummer. And their songs are only like 4 or 5 minutes long. You know, they're much more equivalent to like a standard rock song. But they still have like the long solos. Like basically, it's like a rock song where they come back to the chorus. Just instead of verses, just each person plays a solo. It's like probably the most accessible jazz. I would recommend it.
Do I like jazz? I've played Persona 5. They invented jazz.
Yeah. All right, and then we've got one more final question from Boo-Hoo Bundy. Or I guess one more final question asker. He's got 2 questions, though. What is your preferred editing software, and do you recommend it?
I use DaVinci Resolve. It's free. The problem is that it like lags a lot sometimes if you have it running for too long. But if you're starting out, then yeah, I recommend it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess you can't really beat free. Although usually when it's free, like when I think of like GIMP, as far as like video or image editing, where it's like, yeah, it's good because it's free, but as soon as you can afford it, you want to try to get like a Photoshop or something because it's very limited as well. I'm not sure if DaVinci has a whole bunch of like restrictions that sometimes make it difficult to do what you want.
Yeah, there's just like a bunch of stuff that's paywalled, so I just can't really access it. And I'm like, hey, whatever, who cares?
Yeah, I guess for people, if people are ever curious, because I do make all the intros to the Ladder Climb, I use Wondershare Filmora. Or I guess you could just look up Filmora, which is like 90% of the time when I tell people that, they're like, what? I've never heard of that. Or they have heard of it, and they're like, isn't that like awful?
Isn't that like Russian spyware?
Yeah. But no, it's what I got early. What was it? I got it early on specifically because, unlike, it was like the 2 big options at the time were like Premiere Pro, which was like $40 a month or something like that, and then there was Sony Vegas, which was like you could buy it, but it cost like $600. And Filmora was like, you can buy a perpetual license for $40. Like, you buy it, like a piece of software for like the price of a game, a cheap game, and you just own it.
Doesn't sound that bad, yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is, like, when I first bought it, it was very, very bare bones. It was like one step above Windows Movie Maker. And they've continually added more stuff to it, where now it has really robust, like, the chroma key stuff and really good, like, movement and animation tools. They recently added a new thing, I haven't worked with it yet, where you can, like, draw on the screen. So if you want to do, like, football style stuff of, like, having arrows appear, where it's like you can just draw on it, it'll animate the lines going in, and you can speed up and slow it down.
That sounds fucking epic.
Yeah, I believe you can still get it. You can still buy it. Like, they haven't gone to a subscription model yet. I think it's doubled in price, though. It's like $80 or $100. But if you want an editing software that's, like, simple to use, does cost, but it's a one-time payment and they keep adding updates to it, I would recommend it.
But usually for people, yeah, I recommend DaVinci if they want to start editing. And, like, again, I've been editing for, like, what, 4 years now?
You edit professionally.
Yeah, I edit professionally on a free software. That's the trick they don't want you to know. That's what Adobe doesn't want you to know about.
Yeah, and I mean, that is the other thing. Like, I remember back when most of my music videos I made on, like, Windows Movie Maker, where it's like 90% of editing is just making cuts, and you can do that on anything. And it does it, like, no matter what free, cheap software, like, fucking CapCut can just, like, cut stuff out. Like, if you can learn how to do that, that's, like, 90% of it. And, like, all the cool tricks or whatever, like, you don't need that unless you're making a movie or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't really need, like, a studio version of it, unless you're, like, a professional that needs, like, every little particle or whatever.
And honestly, even, like, I remember early on when I was making Let's Plays still, and I had, like, the early version of Filmora that didn't have the animation. I remember specifically, like, there was an episode of, we were playing Batman Arkham Asylum, and I wanted to put a sombrero on Batman. And I just animated it by hand. Like, I just got a PNG of it and just went frame by frame and, like, moved it along his head. It's like, yeah, it took me, like, an hour. But if all you know how to do is cut, just make a bunch of cuts and animate the old-fashioned way. With a million still frames.
For real. That's what they did with the Nostalgia Critic intro.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, where in one of them he just, like, moves around, like, you can, like, see the tweeting frame by frame.
Sometimes that's how you gotta do it. Okay, and the final question from Boohoo Bundy. As someone who dabbles in short videos, do you have any advice for editing longer forms of content? Any tips and tricks of the editing trade?
Well, I've already said it before, but my biggest tip is just do whatever you find funny, dog. 9 times out of 10, when I'm, like, editing something, I'm like, hey, this will be a funny thing, I'll put it in. And it just works. Everybody laughs at it. And they're like, dude, this was a funny moment. And they timestamp into the comments.
Yeah, if you can make yourself laugh, then, like, everyone else will laugh for the most part, unless your sense of humor is awful.
Yeah, do what I do. Just start, like, getting that caffeine crash, and then start working on something, and you'll, like, make yourself laugh with, like, any dumb bullshit.
All right, we've got a little bit of time left, so we've gone through the patron questions. Obviously, we're live on Twitch. Twitch chat, did you have any final questions for Mr. Metal before we wrap this up today?
Before they put me back in the basement where I belong.
And I guess while they're getting questions, was there anything that you wanted to say? Maybe something that, like, you were expecting to be asked and wasn't asked, or anything you would like to talk about while you're here?
I'm honestly surprised I didn't get any questions about, like, oh, what's your favorite card? What's your least favorite card?
You did. I just cut those out.
Oh, well, I can just mention some real quick.
Go for it.
Before I get skinned alive for my Yu-Gi-Oh opinions. I really dislike Lunalight as a deck.
Big
fuck you, Liger Dancer. What's my opinion on asterisks? Hold on. Oh, Twinks.
Yeah, I was like, Twink Master asked, what's your opinion on Twinks?
I just saw like a bunch of asterisks. I think they're fine. They can live their life however they please.
Yeah, I've got this, like, funny picture. It's like, you've been sent a message on Discord from Ratfucker96. And he's like, hey, you like rats?
Ratfucker96. Hey.
How's it going?
Why does Mr. Metal like Amazon? That's a question.
Yeah, I think it was one of the Remster questions I cut out. They're like, what is your favorite archetype and why is it Amazoness?
It's not one of my favorites, but it is one that I used to play a bunch whenever I needed like a lower power level deck when I play with like friends or other people.
Gotcha. You know, some people, like, they, depending on when you joined in Amazon, there's a lot of people who are like, Amazon is my favorite meta deck in Duel Links.
Yeah. In Duel Links. I did play it in Duel Links, yeah.
Do you like Maxi? No. No one likes Maxi. If you say you like Maxi, I will time you out in chat.
We will... I was gonna say we will kill you, but I probably can't say that on stream.
No, you can. It's fine.
We will personally find you.
In Minecraft.
Yeah.
Just gotta add in Minecraft at the bottom. Like, we're obviously being silly.
Yeah. I like Molt Charming Meows because nobody plays that one.
Yeah, I will say, you know, obviously I dislike... I'm Maxi's biggest hater. If there is one Maxi hater, it is me. But I think the Charmies, at least so far, they're like, alright. I can see how they might become a problem. But I know some people are like, I hate that there's Maxi too.
I'm kind of in that boat, because to me, I see it as, oh, it's just more copies of the same fucker. Even though he's like, there's like more restrictions to it. You know, it's like, oh, you have a gun, but you have another gun that is like a bit weaker. It's still a gun.
The thing about me, right, is that I always have to separate, like, how I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Before I became a content creator versus how I play it now. And it's like, the Molt Charmies are really frustrating when I've been locked into playing DDD for a month, and I literally cannot play around Fuelos because the deck's wins condition is summon shit out of the extra deck. That's what they do. That's every piece of their disruption. If I can't do that, I lose. But when I used to play, I was much more like, I had 2 or 3 decks that I really enjoyed, and then I would tailor them for the meta. I always played like anti-meta stuff. And so to me, like, if I were a regular player, I'd be looking at Fuelos and being like, oh, people are playing Fuelos? I'll play a deck that doesn't use the extra deck. Or I'll use it less. Or I'll do a deck that doesn't... I'll summon from the hand or summon from the graveyard a whole bunch. Oh, Karuli is really popular? Well, then I'll summon out of the extra deck and not have to worry about the hand. Oh, Meows is here? I'll not play a graveyard deck. And so I like the idea that you can completely nullify it in a way that you can't do with Maxi. Because with Maxi, it's like, your choice is Stun or Blue Wonderies.
Oh, yeah. I just don't like it fundamentally, like the Molt Charmies, Maxi, and the Droll. Where it's like, oh, the answer for going second is just to make sure the other player can't play. And
a lingering floodgate.
Yeah, I like playing the game instead.
Yeah. That's why
Don't get me wrong, I expect to instantly win whenever I play the game, but I still want to like play the game.
That does bring up another question. I'm not sure if I've asked you about this. Do you have any thoughts on Genesis? Have you played Genesis yet?
I've played some of it with some of the Dual Lock staff members because we used to do like a lot of tournaments a couple months. Everybody hates me because I played Odeon. I don't know why.
Set 5 pass. Kick in some ass.
For real. Like, the thing about it is that it's crazy to me that they still haven't like done anything about the... What's it called? I forgot the name of it, but it's like the searcher where it's like you reveal an Xyz, you get something from the same rank or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's not a rank up magic, but it's like an Xyz force or whatever.
The guy that you can search off of Dracoluxion.
Yeah. That just lets you search. They're like, you've got to play an Xyz in your extra deck and it locks you into Xyz, so it doesn't need to be pointed in the same way that Rhoda does.
Tachyon, like, yes.
Yeah. I was like, being locked into Xyz doesn't matter for a lot of decks. I agree that it shouldn't be pointed as high, but like the fact that it has no points at all is a little absurd.
Yeah, that to me was a crazy part. I was like, why is nobody playing this?
At least give it some points.
Yeah. And then I tried making the fusion Apophis monster, and I was like, wait, why can't I make it?
Okay, this does have some downsides.
Wait, I didn't think this through.
Yeah,
I did see somebody ask, do I watch anime? I used to watch a lot of it. I don't watch much of it.
Not these days.
Yeah, I'm too busy.
Yeah. I like it in theory. There's like a lot of anime I see, and I'm like, man, that seems like it would be cool, but I ain't got time for that.
I like the concept of anime.
I like the concept of Chainsaw Man. There's some neat ideas there. Maybe one of these days I'll sit down and watch it.
I've read most of it, and then I didn't get bored of it. My a completely legal manga reader like got shut down for
Ah.
some reason, and I lost track of what chapter I was in. Uh, but let's see, favorite animes. If you can't tell by how I draw, I really like that one really weird show, Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, Gurren Lagann's one of my favorites as well. It's weird because Gurren Lagann is like, I remember talking with my friend about it. He was trying to convince another friend. He's like, no, it's great because it has no filler. And I was like, what are you talking about? Gurren Lagann is full of filler. And I'm like, they had the beach episode. They have the one, like, the whole second season is just kind of like farting around for a lot of times. And they're like, I don't remember that. I'm like, yeah, because the good parts are so good that they stick in your memory forever. Like,
For real.
it's not that there's not bad parts, it's just that the good parts are so good that they make up for the fact that, like, yeah, there is kind of a lot of faffing about and, like, setting up stuff and just kind of, like, character development. But when it hits, oh boy, does it hit.
Oh, absolutely.
Life-changing.
It really is. Like I said, I also really like JoJo's a lot. I like Full Metal Alchemist, Cowboy Bebop.
Which Full Metal Alchemist?
I like both.
What? I've never heard someone say that before. You can't like both.
I like the intros of Brotherhood more, but I enjoy both as a show.
Oh, how very nuanced. Yeah, I really liked the first series, and I never everyone says I should watch Brotherhood. I've seen like 2 episodes, and it just seemed like the first one was like, even though it had some fantasy elements, it felt a lot more grounded. Like
Brotherhood is a lot more faithful to the manga, is the thing.
Yeah, it's faithful to the manga, but it's also like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't think this manga is something I would have read, because it's a lot more goofy. There's like talking bears and like a lot more weird, like out of this world demons and like action sequences where people are like running up walls and shit like that. Again, maybe the first series really kind of ruined it for me. It's like, I went to Full Metal Alchemist because I liked the philosophy of it, and like the action sequences just kind of like reinforced that. And like, I wasn't there to watch cool fights. I was there to watch them talk about like the nature of equivalent exchange.
Fair enough. But yeah, I enjoyed both.
Both are very good. Brotherhood's more complete.
Yeah, I feel like both have their own merits and what they do better than the other. Cause yeah, I do like 03, but I also just didn't like the new homunculi and how Wrath wasn't Wrath and Sloth was like a completely different character.
What was the other one you said? It was
JoJo's, Cowboy Bebop, and Space Dandy. That's my top 5.
Ah, okay. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop. I still need to go back and watch. I really, really liked that like as a teenager, and I'm not sure how much of it holds up. I've heard that like it isn't as good as I remember it.
Just don't watch the Netflix one and you're fine.
And then Space Dandy, it's fine. It was a little too goofy for my tastes.
Space Dandy is like, what if Cowboy Bebop was like not as serious all the time?
Yeah.
Who's my favorite JoJo character? I like Risotto, because Metallica is my favorite stand.
100% important question. Red or blue?
Red or blue? In what? In, like...
Colors.
I guess,
Red, obviously. Red. Why do you think we're wearing the red?
Yeah, why do you think we're wearing the red? We're talking politically, not that side.
Wait, politically, is red, closer to blue.
I guess. In Pokemon, sure, I'll choose red. I like Charizard more.
All right, and with that, I think we've just about wrapped it up. But you know, it was fun. I'm glad we had you on here. Lots of nice, interesting topics to discuss.
Absolutely.
And you know, if you'd like to see more Mr. Metal, perhaps you can stop by again. Who knows? We had talked originally about like maybe having him sit in for like a session of Masochist. I don't know how that would work lag-wise, if my computer would be able to handle streaming to like Twitch and doing a low latency stream to you as well at the same time. But like, I don't know, we've been here for 100 episodes. If we have one that gets kind of fucked up, like, we could try it.
I mean, sure, if you're down for it.
Yeah, let us know down in the chat what you thought, if you have any other questions. Otherwise, let's go ahead and jump into the episode. And while you're watching it, good luck.
And have fun.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Last time on Master Duel Masochist. Big evolution pill. If he normal summons Ultimate Conductor, no, Ultimate Conductor has to be special summoned. You can't just, I mean, they might be able to Conductor Tyranno, and then it would be normal summoned, which plays around fucking Lost Wind. God damn it! Suddenly, I mean, if they summon Feather Duster and then normal summon something else. Okay, yeah, you're not allowed to do that. Get that shit out of here. What's that, a good card? I recognize a good card when I see it. Kill it with fire. Go, Tatooine! Show them that you're a planet from Star Wars. We did it. We got a win. Oh, welcome back to Master Duel Masochist. Hope you're doing well. We've returned once again on this fanciful spring day to try to get ourselves up the ladder into gold, and we really do need to reach gold this time. Last time we got hard stuck in silver, unfortunately, because we were trying out new decks, and we have some packs that we can only open if we get into gold. We've got Materia Reactor, we've got a couple hero packs, we've got Dark Magician, all pretty good, but also, more importantly, we've got one more 4th anniversary ticket with like the Royal Rare in there. Those have been really good pickups so far, and right now I'll let you know it is April 24th, so if we don't get into gold and get enough wins to open this today, we will not get to open it. They will expire and we'll never get that chance. So even though I like to experiment, I think it's important to stick with what has been working and go in with the worm pile. That being said, I have altered the worm pile a little bit. Specifically, we've taken out the generator engine. Even though that does work when it works, it's also full of bricks. It also has some inconsistencies in it. I think it's better to just focus on what we know we can do, especially since we have picked up a couple useful things. Something that a lot of people in the comments pointed out is that Citri is actually pretty good in this deck. It's, we normal summon it, and then if we have anything in the graveyard during the opponent's turn, Citri can grab it and then synchro summon into a machine. And there's not a lot of good synchro machines, but we have most of the good ones. Like we can make Chambara if they just don't have hardly anything. We can make Amortrix, which is, in addition to being a Crystron, can just sort of negate the battle phase by turning everything into defense mode. And we can make Samurai Destroyer, which has been, it's won us several games so far. It's very powerful in a limited series like this. I also went ahead and threw in the Boral Shroud Dragon. We probably won't ever make it, but it's better than the other Link 4 that we had here. And because we had a little room after removing all the generator stuff, I decided to put a second copy of Suni, just because it's another level 4, another worm that we can use with Citri. We also put an enemy controller, because I feel like that would be really good, especially against Cool Toon, being able to steal their monster off the field. And even if we don't have something to tribute, we can at least stop an attack that might be able to run over Chen Ying. And then Red Rain. Someone pointed out that Red Rain actually works. If you control any level 8 or higher synchro, banish all monsters on the field except the monster with the highest level. Also, the remaining monsters on the field are unaffected by other card effects except their own until the end of this turn. This is a bit high roll because it kind of assumes that we have Chen Ying out, or at the very least like a Minerva or something like this. We don't have a lot of level 8 or higher, and it's hard to make them, but the one that we do make is like, we turbo this out in the deck, and having a board wipe banish could be absolutely brutal when paired with that. So, went ahead and threw that in there. This is Worm Pile 16.4. Let's jump on into it. We're going first against someone who is ranking up. It's a high-stakes battle for them. I will say their name is Bot-like. Not sure if actually bot. I guess we'll find out if the game loads. The game did load. Okay, good. That's a good sign. And we've got the thing that we want. Okay, let's do this. This plays helps bait out any Ash they might have. They do not have Ash. I was like, we want to get the Yang Zing stuff going, but we can get the Yang Zing stuff going regardless because of this trap. This trap just says like, treat any monster you have as a Yang Zing, essentially. So we get our boy Chen Ying. We do the 1200. We set to, do we normal summon the normal monster too? I think we do. We're just going all in. Let's see what you got. G85809. Yeah, they like the Kiss a Kill sleeves. They like IP Masquerena up here. They bought a raid thing. So maybe not entirely a bot. Ah, Watt Pheasant. Interesting. Yeah, so this card can attack directly. If it inflicts damage, you can banish a monster on the field until the end of this turn. I could hit that with the Mirror Force. I feel like it's better to wait if they're playing an attack directly deck. Plus, there's a chance that they banish the normal monster and then Shen Ying eats their supper. They banish themselves, except during the damage step. Okay. Interesting. It makes me wonder if maybe they have like a Drowning Mirror Force or something. They're trying to proc that. Let's go to battle. Grave of the Super Agent Organisms. Level 6 or higher. Well, you know, you live by the floodgate, you die by the floodgate. And Metal Reflect Slime. They reflecting their metal slime. Okay, well, we can at least get rid of this. Destroy the monster your opponent controls with the highest attack. Okay. But I can stop from being destroyed. Yeah, I'll set this. This'll let me get rid of the Egyptian God Slime if it comes out. Although they can't attack with it even if they do, because it'd be level 6 or higher. Yeah, I think this is Masochist versus Masochist. Wait, no, this is another attack directly card. For a second, I was like, maybe they have, maybe they just happen to get these, but no, it seems to be their thing of wall up with Metal Reflect Slime, attack directly. Target one trick star in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, and almost certainly, whatever we get, we're just going to banish the Grave of the Super Ancient Organism.
Brown bricks?
Yeah, for sure, because we can't even do anything with this. So, we activate Dinomicious. We're gonna hit Grave. We're gonna banish this. Card banished. Shen Ying trigger. Let's get rid of your back row and your bird. Ah! Floodgate Trap Hole. Let's get rid of the Metal Reflect Slime. Let's attack over the Trickstar. Uninteresting deck. I will say, one of the things of having played a lot more Magic the Gathering, I've been getting more into that, specifically Commander, and it's so interesting to see these decks. It's something you see in Fill in the Jank too, from like Nubby specifically, is you see these decks where it's like, man, this would be an interesting strategy if the game was slower, if you had more turns. Like, if this is the kind of gameplay you're looking for, you need to go to Magic the Gathering, because that's much more what you're going to be playing, at least in Commander. I've heard that, like, the standard format of Magic has gotten so fast with power creep now that it's more similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! You have games ending on, like, turn 3. Yeah, we're still not going to do that. Oh, but they do get to add another copy back. Unless, is it accept itself? No, they can add itself back, but they didn't. Yeah, so it's very interesting to see people come in and just have this perspective of the game as if it is a slower card game. And it's like, no, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is much more like a fighting game. It's all about like, you know, you can come in and kind of like click buttons with Yu-Gi-Oh! And still do some combos and do some stuff. If you've got a couple friends who are on your level, you can have fun. But if you come onto the competitive ladder with no understanding of like the competitive meta or like frame data or whatever, someone's just going to like knock you into the corner and then combo you to death before you have a chance to even like react. The tutorials don't help, yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's the same, again, the fighting game analogy, like, I'm pretty sure there's a tutorial for, like, Street Fighter, but it doesn't tell you, like, what you need to win at a competitive level. It just tells you, here's how you can have fun in the story mode. Which I feel like the tutorial in Yu-Gi-Oh! Does prepare you for the solo mode. You can do the solo mode and learn the decks like that, but you're gonna have trouble once you step onto the ladder. Alright, first duel of the day, starting off with a nice, fresh Master Pack. I love the smell of Master Packs in the morning. Battle Fader, he's fading your battles. We already got one of those cards. Grandpa Demeto we already have. Kalut we already have. Cyber Egg Angel. You can add a Machine Angel spell or a Ritual Sanctuary from your deck to your hand. I mean, I do have a Machine Angel Ritual. I would need a lot more of the Cyber Angels in order to make that deck work. It's like a ritual deck. We're closer to making Necros than anything. We just need some of the ritual spells. Ancient Warriors Saga Chivalrous Path. If an ancient warrior would be destroyed by battle, send this to the graveyard instead. You can use each effect once per turn. If your opponent summons a monster, except during the damage step, summon a token. When a card or effect is activated that targets an ancient warrior, banish this card from your graveyard. Has some uses. I can see how it might be useful if we got enough ancient warriors. We're nowhere close to that yet. Ugh, hiccups. Why must you betray me? Alright, next up we got Beckoning Light, really old card. Discard your entire hand. For each card you discarded to the graveyard, add a light monster from your graveyard to your hand. This would be really good on like turn 10 after a long duel, which means it's useless now. Honestly, surprised this isn't in the legacy packs. Feels more like a legacy pack card. Chaos Sorcerer. I mean, we do already have a BLS, so maybe this makes a chaos pile more likely. It gives us another payoff at least. I mean, this is still really, really old, but maybe we can mill a whole bunch of cards. And our last card is Steel Swarm Caller, which is Steel Swarms, and Steel Swarms, if you don't know, is just Monarchs, but worse. Monarchs, but you're locked into an archetype and can't use generic stuff. So, something that might be useful, something that probably won't be useful, and a bunch of garbage. Standard route. Let's jump back on the ladder. One more win till silver one. One more win and we're having fun. Rolling up the dice and flipping coins. Wonder if this song's getting annoying. We're going second, sadly. Many such cases. I guess we'll just have to see how it turns out. Haha! This would have been nice going first, having these three. As it stands, we're probably in trouble, although they do have a 60 card deck with Fenrir. Searching a unicorn. Target one face-up card your opponent controls. Damn. I was like, can I take this and banish myself? Brilliant Fusion on turn 1. Yeah, you know what? This person clearly knows what they're doing, so I'm just gonna get out of here. Alright, that's fine. We've got another high-stakes battle. Every battle is a high-stakes battle, and this time, we get to go first. And this time our person has the default mate, so perhaps, possibly, it'll be someone more on our level, and not a tier limit player who's lapsed. Yep, John, who was the Demons with a 50 card deck and a 9 card extra deck. Unfortunately, we only have one worm. And if you control a non-effect, you can add... Okay. Yeah, so we control a non-effect monster, then we activate this. We're gonna go ahead and just dump the big level 9 guy into the graveyard. And we're going to add our only Tenyi. So that gives us some battle protection. We got Book of Moon. We got Hand Disruption. We got Yangzing Creation. We got the ability to make a rank 4, except we don't have any rank 4s. We could make a Link 2 if we wanted to go for Nightmare Phoenix, but honestly, I think we're better here. Alright, John. What do you got? Card Advance. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, place them in any order, tribute 1 monster in addition to your normal summon. Yeah, this was considered like a tech in some like janky decks around, I want to say like 2018. There were a couple like tribute decks where this worked. Not Monarchs. Monarchs already had enough consistency to make this work. I know I've played this a couple times. It's also pretty decent in like limited formats because it lets you stack your deck and it gives you an extra normal summon. It's another card that would work a lot better if you could guarantee that you would have 5 turns to get the 5 cards you wanted. You played it in Egyptian Gods. That was it. Yeah, that was it. It was Egyptian Gods because not only did it give you an extra normal summon that you sometimes needed, but also you could get the true name to work because you would know what was on top of your deck. So like you could true name and then normal summon Ra's Disciple and then get 2 more and then you get the extra tribute summon. So you sweep all of them off and then normal summon Ra. It's not good now, but it shows like the fact that they found this is like, oh, okay. So maybe they at least have a strategy even if it's not necessarily a competitive strategy. Kind of like the last guy we faced. Theirs was a deck that, well, I guess we'll never know. You know what, let's go ahead and check and see. We do rank up from that, so there's something. They lacked the spirit. They look at the top 5 cards of their deck and they're like, fuck, I messed up. What were you playing, John? It was the Egyptian God, so, you know, that kind of made sense. But also, it was the Treasure Panda version, that had Dark Factory of Mass Production and Into the Void and White Elephant and Golden Bamboo Sword and Chicken Game. So they were trying to draw their whole deck and then get Exodia. So, you know what? For the best. I'm glad we didn't have to sit through that. All right, this time we get 2 Master Packs, one for winning the duel and one for ranking up. Let us see what lies inside. Haha! Oh, Asa Metaphys. I still need a lot more Metaphys to make this work, but this is one of my favorite decks. TG Tank Grub, which we already have and is not specifically useful. Zom Bow Wow. Oh, he's just a little goober. He's just a little googly eyes. There's an account on Blue Sky that just posts like Yu-Gi-Oh cards with googly eyes. Someone should suggest this because it's already got googly eyes. You just literally put them over the top. It's like, I don't need to do that one. It's already done. Anyway, when this card declares an attack, it gains 500, which is useless. If this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, special summon a level 1 with 0 attack and defense. Its effects are negated. Also, it's destroyed. I think this has something to do with the Grandpa DeMeadow, like, Box of Friends thing. Yeah, Box of Friends is a 0/0 level 1. Yeah, so it's like that. It's not especially good. What? Future Visions. We already have one of these. We played it earlier as a weird floodgate. Anytime a monster's normal summoned, you just banish it. It's probably not going to see play anymore. We got the right arm of the Forbidden One, which we already have. Wind-up Key, which we already have. Dark Factory of More Production. Send a monster from your hand or field to the graveyard to draw 1 card. We absolutely would have played this earlier on. Maybe there's a deck where we play this in the future if we really want cards like in our hand. I don't think it's worth it at the moment because we usually end with nothing. And our last card, our guaranteed SR, Ghost Fairy Elphobia. Oh, she's scared of elves. Once per turn, you can reveal a wind monster in your hand. Until the end of the opponent's next main phase, monsters with a higher level than the revealed monster can't activate their effects. So if I had a deck full of like Lyrilusks, this would be good. Because I could just like reveal a Lyrilusk and be like, no monsters over level 1 can activate their effects. Otherwise, I don't think it's very good. It's like a weird floodgate that only works with wind decks. Only works with low-level wind decks. But a neat pickup, you know, maybe we'll use it someday. Maybe we'll use this someday. A man can dream. But we do get another Master Pack. Unlikely that this one will contain anything as good, but you never know. We still need more Tenyis. Ran Ryu, we already got one of these that don't do a whole lot. Swords of Concealing Light is not bad. It's like a go second card, but being able to just like, oh, that's a nice field that's face down now and for 3 turns. The problem, of course, is that if we flip it face down, unless you were playing something like ninjas that can attack directly or Watts, you still have to get rid of everything. But it's not a bad pickup. It might see play in the future. Mermail Abyssmander. Is it Abyss Salamander? Huh. He's still got feet. They're weird. I don't like it. Banish this card from your graveyard. Increase the levels of all mermails by 1 or 2. Okay. Not all that useful. Super Quantum Green Layer, good in Super Quantum and nothing else. Dark Magic Attack. We do have the beginnings of a Dark Magician deck. We have 3 Eternal Soul. We have Dark Magician. We have the Dark Magicians. So this is a good pickup. This is something we can search off the Eternal Soul and then wipe our opponent's back row. Good pickup. Dual Avatar Ascendance. I'm not reading a Dual Avatar card. You can't make me. We got another Battling Boxer. Big Bandage. Is this a new one or an old one? The first time this would be destroyed by battle, it's not. You could target 1 Battling Boxer that is banished during your graveyard that has a level, and all monsters become that level. This has the feel of like an early Battling Boxer, where it's like, we've got a rank 4 deck, so why don't we give them a bunch of 2s and 1s and 3s that have to use effects to make themselves level 4 instead of just making them all level 4. And our final card is another Chronomale Colossal Head. He just sticking his tongue out, blah. All right, we get to go first, which is what we want to do. You don't have to be that angry. It's a wyvern. But wyvern? It's terrible. Mr. Metal, don't include that. Alright, 10 card extra deck. This is one of those things where, like, if we were against the meta, this would be really powerful. But we're not. So, who frickin' knows, Lois? Target 1 banished. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material. Okay, okay. I mean, we do have Lost Wind, so if they special summon something, we can stop it. They would have to have like almost 4,000 attack to be able to get over this with the Lost Wind. And even if they do, we can get the Yang Zing half of the deck on, and we've got some removal. Let's just hope they're not actually on Ancient Gears. Well, goodbye, back row. I barely knew ye. Ra. Okay, so, you know, the bad news, our back row was completely wiped. The good news, they appear to be on an Egyptian god deck, which means they can't search for Ra. They have to already have stuff. But there's a good chance that this is Metal Reflect Slime, and then we got hit by... Okay, that makes me feel a little better. Alright, let's just go ahead and get in for our damage. This will protect us. The Egyptian God Slime, I believe, is you can't target anything except itself. We can make their Ra into a spell, yeah. As long as they don't kill us! They sent Ra to the graveyard. Why would they send Ra to the graveyard? Don't you want to send, like, Phoenix Mode to the graveyard? Okay, so I think this indicates that they have something to, like, bring Ra back, and they just can't use it because they can't summon except for by the Disciple. But you know what, that's probably fine. Let's just clear this. We have to clear it eventually. Now they can special summon. So they can special summon the Ra, but it won't have as much attack as they need, and we still have the back row. Yep, the Monster Reborn. They will bring back Ra's Disciple. I thought Ra could be special summoned. Cannot be special summoned. Never mind. Yeah, you need a special effect. There's like a card that's like, this turn you can use Monster Reborn to get Ra. Ah, they can add it from their graveyard. I was like, wait, why are you activating Ancient Chant? You can't search. So they do that. Great Beast of the Sky, hear my cry. Now if they tribute summon Ra, the monsters they use, its attack will be added to Ra. But of course, they don't have the 3 monsters necessary because I destroyed them all. I wonder what their back row could have been. Probably just like a useless thing or something. Let's get a little peek. Let's see what Leo was cooking. Oh, I got really lucky. Wait, no I didn't. Because they're playing the Horus cards without playing the Gold Sark. How are you supposed to summon these without the sarcophagus? The King's Sarcophagus. Alright, we got 6 whole Legacy packs. Let's start by opening those up. As always, we're just going to do them all at once. Close your eyes, don't look. It's going to be a secret. Aha! Number 24. Dragulus, the vampiric dragon, with his magnificent flowing hair. Name another dragon with iconic hair as this. You can't. You can try down in the comments, but you can't. This is a rank 6 monster, 2 level 6. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, target a face-up card that was summoned out of the extra deck, change it face down. If this face-up card is sent to the graveyard or banished, you can special summon it face down. If it's flipped face up, send 1 monster from the field to the graveyard. That's right, this is the only Ixie in the game with a flip effect. Because how else would you get one face down? This is actually not that bad a card if you can make it, but the number of rank 6 decks in this game are like, there's like 2 of them and they're both bad. So it's unlikely we'll ever get there, but maybe someday, you never know where we're gonna go. Heatwave. At the start of main phase 1, neither player can normal or special summon effect monsters until your next draw phase. If we ever get enough Tenyi stuff or enough Pacifist stuff to play that deck, where we could just do normal monsters, this will be really good. Going first and heatwaving is very funny. Rising Energy, he's going Super Saiyan! Discard 1 card, target a monster on the field, it gains 1500 attack. I guess that's what Super Saiyan is, you gain 1500 attack. Rare fish, except I have like 5 of them, so it ain't that rare. Blast Juggler, that's what they called me in college. You can activate this effect during your standby phase, offer this face-up card as tribute to select and destroy 2 face-up monsters with 1000 or less attack. Awful, just dreadful, truly a legacy card. Unshaven Angler, sure is. Fabled Urustos, while you have 2 cards or less in your hand, all fabled gain 400. Terrible. Gishki Mollusk, when this card is sent to the graveyard, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, return them in any order. to the top or bottom. Also, just another card that's like good if the game goes long, but it won't. Tengu. If this card in your possession is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, target a card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Awful, dreadful, who would ever do that? Spike Cedra, a level 5 normal monster. Gladiator Beast Gladius, that doesn't see play even in Gladiator Beast. Forced Ceasefire. Discard a card, no trap cards can be activated. Alright, so maybe this will see play, probably not, only time will tell. Let's get our master pack. We're master, we're packing, we're getting some of that action. We're opening up some cards, we're doing it with Hardleg. Destruction Sword Memories. Memories make me want to go back there. Back there. This lets you summon a Buster Blader from your deck. More importantly, if it's in the graveyard, you can fusion summon by banishing the materials from your graveyard. So there's another card that lets you synchro by sending the materials from the deck to the graveyard. And if you have that and this, you can get the lock where you have the Buster Dragon that turns everything into a dragon, and you have the Buster Blader that negates all dragon effects. Pretty neat. We probably won't get there, but at least we have the possibility now. Got World Legacy Pawns. This is good in crawlers. Okay, get a face down monster and change it face up, or if you have crawlers, you can flip it back face down. Yeah, good for crawlers, also in like other flip decks, like Shadol's a little bit. Like, if you're playing really jank Shadol's that don't have the fusions, or what would be the other one? Tindangle. Tindangle can kind of use this. Probably not going to see play in what we're doing. You got another Naturia Mantis. We still need the good Naturias, more of them. Pumpkin is not one of those ones that we want. White Dragon Ritual can get Paladin of White Dragon, which we don't have. Scrap Orthos. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned while you control a scrap. If summoned this way, target a scrap you control, destroy it. If this card is destroyed by a scrap card, target a scrap in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Just awful. Just dreadful. Scrap, when they blow themselves up, they're awful. We got another Chicken Nugget, and our final card is another Tri-Brigade Revolt. We have 2 revolts now. We're so revolting. We just need payoffs. Nothing here that's gonna see immediate use, so let's go ahead and jump back onto it. One more win, and we get into Gold 5, and it's a high-stakes battle. Whoever wins, they are headed for Gold 5. We're making good progress so far. We've only lost like 1 duel, and they're making us go first. Very interesting. So either they're on like a hard go second strategy like Tempai, or they're new to the game and they're like, I want an extra card. And judging by the size of this extra deck, I'd say they're new to the game. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we have to hope they don't have Ash Blossom. We're gonna tribute this. No. No, please. 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 Yay! They got it. Okay, let's get Long Wand. Long Wand. Special summon it? No. Add this to my hand. We'll summon. You know by now what's gonna happen. Shebang! Bomb. 1200. We won't go quietly into the night. So yeah, we've got this, we've got no way to trigger it, we've got Lost Wind. It took our entire hand, and we've got no follow-up. But, you know, at least we got a pretty big boss monster. Hopefully they can't do anything to stop it. Ah, Blue Eyes. Is this the old Blue Eyes or the good one? This is the old one. I always forget, because they look very similar, but the one is like hands down, and the new one is like, please make Blue Eyes good. Discard a card, add up to 2 dragons. Alright. The Melody of Awakening. Does Chen Ying target? It does not. Maybe they just don't read. Also, you're supposed to be able to add 2 dragons. Oh, they already had the Blue Eyes. Alright. Please use the effect. You know you want to. I'm a big scary man. You gotta pop me. Yeah! They lack critical information! I mean, yes, I will stop myself from being destroyed, if you don't mind. During the main phase, if you control a non-effect, you can banish this card. Yeah, it's fine. I would rather just have the monsters. And that triggers the effect. So we can non-targeting banish you and you. Goodbye. Yep. That's all it took. That's why you gotta learn the importance of reading, chat. Literacy is key. And with that, we get up into gold, which means the next win we can actually open some of those bonus packs we have. Of course, things are probably about to get a lot tougher. Alright, 2 master packs. First, for defeating our opponent. I didn't even look if they had Ash. If they had Ash, they could have used that and completely stopped that from happening. They didn't. Eye of the Void. Special summon Infernoid from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions, but its effects are negated until the end of this turn. I do have quite a few decent Infernoids, so maybe someday. Then we've got Sword Soul Blackout! Target a worm and 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them! If this card is banished, summon a tuner token, level 4. This is amazing! This is absolutely going in the deck right now. It's even got Chen Ying on the card art. This is useful with all the Yang Zings. I think the Yang Zings missed timing, but we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. Holy shit. Then we got D-Chain. I mean, that's what I'm feeling like right now, if you know what I mean. I don't. Generation Next! Because it wouldn't be an episode without a fucking hero card! If your life points are lower than your opponent's, add to your hand or special summon 1 elemental hero, Karibo, or Neospatian from your deck with attack less than or equal to the difference in life points, and for the rest of the turn, you cannot activate cards or effects of cards with the same name as that card. Terrible. Awful. No good. Very bad card. Regenesis cycle. I actually just read this on the Regenesis Let's Learn, which should be out by now. Editor, put the thumbnail up there. Go check that out if you want to hear my thoughts on this card. I will not be giving them here today. Then we got Transmigration Tachyon, or that in reverse, which we already had and we probably won't be able to play. Then we got another Chronomaly we don't need, and Morph Transition. Good for them, you know? I'm glad they're living their best life. Let's go ahead and get our pack for ranking up. Rank up pack. How do you like me? How do you like me? Rank up pack. You. Scare Cash, eh? Not the Fenrir I was hoping for, but still pretty good. During the main phase, quick effect, summon this from your hand, and if you do, banish a Kashtira or Scareclaw from your hand or graveyard. And use this effect once per turn. This card can attack while in defense position, and if it does, use its defense. And if a Kashtira or Scareclaw battles, that monster's effects are negated. Triggers Chen Ying technically, yeah, but I probably wouldn't play this in a deck with Chen Ying because we don't have hardly any Kashtiras or Scareclaws. None of them are worms, but if theoretically we get more of either of those, this will become a really, really good card. 2600 that negates the effects, it's, you know, pretty nice. Especially if you could summon it during the opponent's turn. Then we've got another Pit Knight Filly, which we already have and aren't using. We've got Cosmo Queen, the Queen of Prayers. If a field spell is activated, summon this from your hand in defense position. Target a face-up card in the field zone. Apply the appropriate effect based on which player controls that card. If it was me, destroy it, add a field spell from your deck to your hand with a different name. If it's your opponent's, negate its effects until the end of the turn, and add a field spell from my deck to my hand. This might be playable in a generator version of the deck, or in a format where field spells are critically important. I mean, I guess Cool Tune does have a field spell, but they only play 1 copy of it, and oftentimes they don't use it at all, and just negating it isn't going to be that big. But I feel like this could have some utility in the future. Try to keep this in your mind, because it searches the generator boss stage. Another Tenyi! Another worm for the worm pile! I mean, it's not a great one. It is a tuner, which is kind of good. If you control no effect monsters, you could special summon it. And then you can banish this from your hand or graveyard. Target 1 banished worm, except this card, add it to your hand. So it lets us recycle the other one. I'm uncertain if we play this, because I feel like we've already got too many tuners, and a level 1 tuner isn't all that useful. And we've only got 1 other Tenyi to recycle. We don't banish a whole lot more. But, I mean, we do banish stuff with both, like, Chen Ying's effect and also with the Arch Nemesis. So maybe. We'll definitely consider it. If not now, it'll be in the deck eventually. Then we got Ultimate Fire Formation, which we already have. Cup of Ace! I'm subscribed to Luke Von Karma. That means this is just Pot of Greed. Just flip heads and you'll be fine. Easy. We got a Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle. Caw-caw! And our final card, Evo Miracle, which is an Evo tile card, not worth reading, but we got some pretty good pickups here. A lot of the, like, this is maybe immediately useful, and everything else is useful in the future. Let's go into the deck and see what we can do. All right, we did go ahead and decide to put in the Tenyi Spirit Adhara. It's not the best Tenyi, but it is at least a worm, and I figured we could take out the painful decision. The only reason we had that is because it let us search a worm, so if we needed one for Longwan, we could use it. But this fills the same function without potentially being dead like it was last game. So we've still got essentially the same number of worms we had before, just instead of playing a spell that could be Ash that searches, that could be dead if we have 2 of these, we've just got another worm in the deck. And then in addition to that, I took out the Book of Moon, and replaced it with the Sword Soul Blackout, which is somewhere. There it is. Yeah, we put the Sword Soul Blackout in there. I just feel like that's better. Maybe we'd be better off with a spell that we could actually use, like, going second, but I like a lot of these traps enough that I'm willing to keep them in there, at least until this has a chance to show itself. So, Worm Pile 16.5, let's jump back into it. First Duel of Gold, serving it up, and I'm gonna be folding into a better shape. See, I almost made it sound like I was gonna give up, but I refuse to give up. I've been here for 2 years. I might as well keep going. This is an interesting one. Yeah, I guess we just set this because it has potential later, and we set these 2. And yeah, I'm like trying to think like, okay, if we had the other card, would it have been any better if this was a painful decision? And no, we'd still be in pretty much the same position. Got any of the Tenyi links? We've got the link 3, but that don't help us here. Oh, brother. Oh, we might be able to do some mean things. Like this. That's a nice card effect. What if your hand was banished? No summons for you. Did we get anything? We got their Called By. We got a Drollin Lock. No, they still have things. Yeah, and I mean it's just math mech. This is one of the decks that I've decided like we're just not going to play against because it's so consistent, it's so easy to get things done, and also Cyberse piles in general can just spend forever doing combos. Yeah, this just gets circular, right? Yeah, and like I can't stop this. And then circular lets them go infinite. No, they didn't get circular. They got equation? Okay, so normally I skip them, but this guy's doing weird stuff. So I guess I'll stick around for a little bit and see what they do. Maybe they're like really, really bad at the deck somehow. They're going for Splash Mage. Who up splashing their mage at this time of the hour? They bring back the Defensor. Then what they make, Transcode Talker? No, a Link 1 for Link Decoder. Okay, now this is looking a bit more on track. The whatchamacallit. They're gonna end on the Cynet Counter Trap, which is gonna shut down everything. Yeah, it's best to just get out of here. Flip, and we're losing the coin. Don't want to be annoying, but I sing with my heart anyway. Singing all night and singing every day. Ooh, this is unfortunate. Choose between your 2 children. Do you want to have a Chen-Ying or do you want to save for the Protoss? I think we gotta go for the Chen-Ying if we even stay at all. I mean, to be fair, if this is a not good branded player and all they end on is Mirror Jade, we can just subversion the Mirror Jade. When Joe gets to Gold 1, I'm gonna redeem the karaoke. I don't think I've ever gotten to Gold 1 before, and I'm definitely not doing it tonight. So I would set a more realistic goal if you want it today. And yeah, I guess that's, if you didn't know, watching at home. Like, one, I stream these live. That's where the chat comes from. That's not added by Mr. Metal. Those people are actually here. But also, I've got a karaoke redeem. So if you're one of those people who likes the singing, you can come down, and if you save enough points, you can get me to sing a silly song. Lubellion. Yeah, I think because I have Red Rain, I probably want to make that. The problem is, it's banish all monsters except the highest level. Wait, no, these are all 8s, and I'd be at 10. Yeah, so I could banish anything. Branded Dogmatica? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so they've summoned out of the extra deck, and now they're using Nadir's Servant to lock them for next turn. I see, I see. Dogmatic Calamity. I might be in danger, chat. White Relic of Dogmatica. Target 2 face-up monsters, make 1 gain attack to the other. Level 8 or higher Dogmaticas can't be destroyed by battle. Okay. And they used Entis to pop their own Albion. And then they're using this. So they're gonna have a really, really big Mirror Jade. They're like, go ahead, try to run over me by battle. Be like, yeah, I'm fine by that. Yeah, they're just ending on a really big Mirror Jade. Plus whatever the set card is, plus whatever they're about to get with this. Another Branded Fusion. I mean, you can't use that next turn because you're locked out, I'm pretty sure. Enemy controller, very funny. Let's go ahead and subvert their expectations. Get back into the back rooms, Mirror Jade. Are they gonna banish themselves? Be like, you can't fire me, I quit. Special summon a Dogmatica or Fallen of Albaz from your hand. Add or special summon one. Okay. So we know what the last card is. There's no hidden information. Yep, they're just banishing themselves. And then they get to add a Dogmatica card. Oh, and they get to shuffle it back. That's why. Yeah, they might actually have a decent enough resource engine against my deck. We'll see. As far as I know, they can't stop me here. I mean, I guess it depends what they search. Target 2 face-up monsters on the field. Make 1 gain attack equal to the other's attack. Gotcha. So they can, if I go in, yeah, okay. So I should not attack this. Because they can target the, they can target the Chen Ying and then just gain a attack equal to its attack. It's not a quick effect. Oh, is it? Is it just on summon? If this card is ritual summon. Oh, okay. You can look at your opponent's extra deck, send 1 monster to the graveyard. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have anything. Is this a... This is a negate until the end of this turn. Okay. So I can still run over the White Relic. What did they send? The Boral Shroud Dragon has done its work! Okay, yeah, we're just going in for maximum damage. And then we set 1, a 2, a 3. Yeah, it's like a lightning rod. It has ensured that we don't lose the attack. Another one. Okay, we wait for the Branded Fusion, right? That might be a problem, chat. Yep, that's a bigger monster than me. Yeah, Ecclesia locks them from using the Branded Fusion. So yeah, I have to use this now. Red Rain! Make it rain, everybody! Goodbye! So they send Lulu Wellith, they get Albazoa, which is unaffected by the activated effects of Fusion Synchros. Yeah, so I can't banish this with Chen Ying. So I think what I want to banish... I think I need to banish that to stop them from recurring their resources. So we can get rid of this. And... oh, this was properly summoned, so let's get that. However, my attack gain is not an activated effect. It's a continuous effect. So now we're evenly matched. Yeah, and they can make me send half of my extra deck. That's fine. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You, and I guess you. Another one. Will you crash? End phase. Okay, any monster and I think we win. Oh, I thought this got an effect when it was sent, not, okay. Yeah, I should have gotten rid of that. Because this can't be destroyed by battle with a monster summoned from the extra deck. Chaos Mirage Dragon. Okay. Normal summon. Any banish light or dark. Hold up. You thought you were safe. You thought you had powers. But now Fleur-de-Lis works for me. Battle phase. 1600. We'll clear over this. And then... Enemy controller! Tribute a monster! And steal the Albazoa! Albazoa! Attack them! Fleur-de-Lis, give me 500! Oh, it doesn't work. Fleur-de-Lis, destroy your former master! This is the funniest way to win, is to steal all their monsters. I've changed the sides! Best duel. Best duel, best duel, best duel. Was that a rank up? I forget. No, that was just a regular ass duel, but we earned our rewards for that one, I tell you what. All right, we have one anniversary ticket left, and if anything deserved to earn this, I feel like that last duel did. Let's go ahead, pick our last card, and you know I'm going bottom left. Always gotta be on that bottom left, and it's Manatium. Probably the least useful of the packs we could open. Well, let's see what we got. We've got the Zodiac Whiptail, which we already have. We have a Blackwing that we already have. I've got the Hiccups, which I thought I got rid of, but I apparently still have. We've got Rogue of Endymion, which is spell counter support. I would need a lot of those to be halfway decent. We got another Mutant Expansion, which I didn't want to expand. Cupid Serve is in the Manatium pack. We already have one anyway. We got a Manatium Torrid, you know, just one of those glowy balls. We got Loca Samsara, which is a card we already have. Yeah. I guess I should read the new one. If you control Visa Starfrost or a monster with Visa Starfrost stats, you can summon this from your hand. You can only summon once per turn this way. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, special summon a Manatium Tuner from your deck. And yeah, if you don't know, Manatium's just like a synchro combo deck. You summon these out, you blow them up, they summon other ones, other things summon other ones. You kind of have to play it all together. Our last card here is Silverine Senri, which we also already had. So nothing new there. I don't know what we could pick out of the UR. Probably not anything good, but I guess we'll find out. Who knows what's actually in here. Hopefully it's not the Manatium Synchro. No. It's Veda Kalanta. What a horrible phrase. I think we already have one of these too, which is the worst thing. Let me remind myself, if a card on the field is destroyed, and Visa Starfrost is on your field, you could summon this from your hand, add a clear new world from your deck to your graveyard. If another monster in your possession is destroyed by a card effect, you can target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and gain its... Okay, so it's pretty much useless. So the last pack didn't give us anything we want. Our chance of getting bar on the floor is pretty much zero. But, you know, it's a special treat. If they were universally good, this wouldn't be a Masochist series. Who knows? Maybe the Baronne de Fleur will be in here, chat. It's a 1 in 12,000 chance. You know, could possibly happen. Goblin's Crazy Beast, which we already have. Triamid Cruiser, which is a Triamid card. The Triamids are all about like rock monsters, and they have 3 field spells, and they shuffle around. They're neat, but they only ever made like 4 Triamid cards. They're not very good. We won't be playing them. The Fabled Cocator. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can discard a Fabled and draw a card. Not terrible at time of release, but now not so much. We've got Fluunderies and Dreaming Town. Good if we ever play the Birds. I don't know what happened to me there. It's like the flashbacks. We've got another Mech Lord card that's awful. We got Gathering Light. You can banish 1 monster you control and 1 synchro monster in your graveyard that is Power Tool or a level 7 or 8 dragon. target a card your opponent controls and destroy it. Level 7 or higher synchro monsters you control gain 400 for every one of your banished level 7 or highers. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares an attack while you have a banished synchro, you can negate the attack. That's just awful. That's terrible. That's so oddly specific. Never gonna be playing that one. Karma Cut! Now there's a card! Discard a card, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, banish it, and then all cards with the same name from your opponent's graveyard. We might play that. We might put that in. Duel Link staple, yeah, and our last card, Flameville Poon. If you ever wanted Poon in these episodes, now you have it. It's just a searcher, it's a dumb searcher. Yeah, this does trigger Chengus. So let's go add that in and see what our deck looks like afterwards. Alright, so after thinking about it for a little bit, we did decide to put the Karma Cut in, and we removed the Amaze Attraction Thrill Train, because that was another card we were playing just because it banished a card, but it only does it temporarily. It banishes it until the end of the turn. That does deal with problem monsters a little bit. It does trigger Chen Ying, but it doesn't help us if we don't have Chen Ying, because it's not permanent removal. And I'm a little uncertain about that, because now we have an awful lot of cards, like 4 cards that require us to discard, and not very many good cards in the graveyard. So there's a chance we draw like Divine Wrath, Karma Cut, and then like 2 of them are just dead cards, because we have no way to draw, we have no way to get stuff back from our hand. But at the same time, that seems unlikely. Most likely this means we'll start with one of these 4, which are all really good cards to start with. So this is Worm Pile 16, version 6. Let's jump back into it.